Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting video. Today we are taking a look at the newly released Natural Disasters free update, which just dropped today. So earlier on, we watched the presentation by Deltars and Anti, and then we went ahead and played with it a while. You can go check out that video if you want. We did a live stream of that. But what we're going to do now is take a look at the press release, basically, and the in-game disasters, and talk about some things we found. Some are good, some are bad. We're also, in general, going to just talk about the Natural Disasters update and give you some thoughts on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the press release. First off, it's just going to say that there's natural disasters, but something that is interesting here right off the bat is a new fish system. And so we're going to talk about that later, but what I want to do is put this in your mind now, and I want you to think about this. They've added fish which have physics. They try to run away from vehicles, they can be hit by your ships, and they spawn in different biomes. So you'll have different types of fish in different types of areas. And that's some interesting stuff, right? So keep that in mind, and we're just going to go and keep going down the list here. So the patch notes. In 1.44, we have natural disasters, of course, which we'll be taking a look at. We also have a weather system rework, and we're going to talk about that as well. We have the disaster relief missions, which I probably won't look at, because I really don't play the career mode, so I don't know too much about that. So I'll probably skip it for this video for sure, but that is a feature. We also have the fish wildlife system, which we just talked about, an air raid siren component, and of course we have the natural disasters, which are the radio tsunamis, meteor strikes, volcanic eruptions, tornadoes, and whirlpools. Fixes include the crash in multiplayer when entering and exit vehicles, weapons add-on tank damage itself when pitching, so when you pitch a tank it would damage itself. That's an old pivot thing that we had way back in the day, so I guess it came back again. We have the default add-on zones sometimes being mispositioned. They've also reworked Mount Goldblum's to now have a volcano on it, and they reworked the Megalodon to now have 5 times more health. It also was acting a little weird in our live stream. It was kind of like jumping out of the water, so that was interesting. Additional information. It says natural disasters can now spawn throughout the world. They're interlinked with the mission system. Although rare, natural disasters will make a mission more challenging and spawn more frequently as time passes. A new save is recommended. And you can, of course, enable it or disable the natural disasters. Weather is no longer bound to the host position. This is a great side effect of them doing the natural disasters update. We also have another side effect, which is particles, and we're going to take a look at that too. Fish can be enabled or disabled in the settings, and you can, slide by how much you want. Volcanic ash can clog up your air intakes, and not yet, but they will also affect jet engines. But right now, I guess they don't. They just do the air intake, so that's worth noting. The Deltars did mention that it should be in a future update that the jets will have troubles with ash as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the game. So we are on the main menu, of course, and we're going to start a new game. Of course, you should always start a new game when there's new updates, because sometimes that affects how things work. Okay, we're going to try multiplayer island, and I just want to come in here and I'm going to disable everything, but we're going to go down the list here, and you're going to see that we have natural disasters, and we can change the frequency to 20 to 1, and then we've got enable sirens. These sirens are cool, but they can get on your nerves after a while, so it's up to you if you want that. Let's just put it to 20 just for fun. I don't know what it's going to do, but we'll do that. I don't know what 20 means. Like 20 seconds, 20 minutes? I don't know. But we'll go ahead and add that, and then we'll hit confirm. All right, we have spawned into multiplayer island, and of course, as always, when you spawn, it is always stormy and raining. So let's just kind of turn this off for a minute. All right, so we turned down the weather. We're in the game. We have a cool seat where the island is right there. If we go into the settings and we go into, where is it at? Is it game settings? There was a thing for the fish. Okay, well, apparently I am blind. So it says if we go into the general settings and we have wildlife somewhere enabled. Okay, where is the slider? Oh, right there. It's not a slider. Spawn fish rate medium, high, low, off. Okay, let's do high and save. If we come over here, oh, we can see a new siren. It also has an on-off switch, some, flashlights. Whoops. Flashlights and some other equipment around here to use. But what we want to do is see if we can find some fish. There's some fish. Okay, now watch this. If I hit F2, I think all of those are fish. Wait, really? Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, let's jump in. I can't really see them. Can you see them? They're hard to see, but there's a lot of fish. And they are physics-based, so I don't know. We can't grab any, unfortunately. See, look, he's trying to run away. If we can spear him. Can we spear the fish? I went from tsunamis to fish real quick. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Let's see. Alright, so we went from testing natural disasters, and now I have a fish fetish. Say that 5 times fast. Fish fetish, fish fetish, fish fetish. And so, now I just want to see if we can harpoon one of these guys. Or spear him. I guess it's a spear gun, not a harpoon gun. But, let's see. Okay, I'm going to cheat here and use F2. Come on, little guy. Where are you? I can't see. This water's too dark. Okay, there's one. Am I gonna die? Alright. Come on, no water. Did that work? I need a big fish. Where's the fish? Wow, how come I don't see him? Let me turn that off. I'm going to die underwater. Okay. I just want to spear one fish, please. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. I hit it, right? I feel like I hit it. You're right there! I can't tell. Am I that bad a shot? Or is it just not? Oh. I don't know. I don't think you can spear the fish because I'm spending way too much time. Okay, look. You can spear the fish! There we go! Awesome! Okay, but you cannot pick up the fish, right? Is that right? Oops, how do you throw this down? Delete that spear gun. No, there's no way. Am I grabbing it? No, I'm not grabbing it. Okay, so you cannot... you cannot... Alright, so you cannot pick up the fish. You can spear the fish, so that is good to know. So, new feature. Fish that flock around your boat and run away from your boat, that you can whack with your boat, and that you can spear. But, I guess you can't pick them up after you do that.
What is this?
Okay, I'm gonna loop back around.
They
look hilarious.
Can you pick them up?
No, you can push them though.
You can push
They're
them.
jumping. Yeah.
Oh, they died.
Around.
They
Oh, they
died.
died?
Oh.
They died.
Wait. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
really?
Fishing update is coming for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next thing. So first off, if we put our little binoculars on here, we can see that over yonder, I don't know if you can see that on your screen, it's kind of light because we're kind of far away. There's a volcano. It's just kind of chilling. A little smoke there, but it's not doing anything. I think that's Mount Goldblum, actually. And so, very cool. But, so if we look at our menu here, you can see that we can activate a tsunami, which has been reworked to be a little less of a, like a giant peak and more of a giant wave now. So, looks a bit better. We have the Whirlpool, which kind of spins us into the center, and we try to escape. We have the tornado, which will actually function on land and at sea. We have the spawn meteor, which starts throwing meteors at our location. Or at least I don't know if it's our location or our vehicle. I'm not positive. I think it's our vehicle first, then maybe our location. Not positive. We have, of course, the spawn Volcano Eruption and the old Megalodon. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at, oh, I don't know. Let's start with the Tsunami, just because that's the old favorite. So I'm just going to spawn one of these real quick, and we're going to take a look at it. Should I spawn a boat? I think I have Egg's boat, so we can go ahead and do that. Alright, so I have spawned a boat by Eggnog, and as you can see, it is very beautiful. I think it's a 451 US World War II ship. I don't know if 451 is correct, but we're just going to say it's a 451. I think that's right. We should have a tsunami coming in somewhere. Is that it? Oh, that's interesting. Let's go get this boat moving. Alright, so we are moving. There is a tsunami. And as you can see, it's kind of different. The old tsunami would be like a giant wall that stretched from left to right. This appears to be more of, I guess, kind of a radio curved tsunami. It also does not appear to be a giant peaked wall. I think it would be something that you can actually get over rather than, you know, be flipped up, straight up, you know, vertical. So, interesting. So this is different, and we're just going to see if we can write it. So far, so good. See the curve? That's way different. I think the other one was almost like a... I don't know how steep it was, but it seemed a lot steeper. Okay, our boat's going to go over it. Now look, see that? That's rounded. We're still flying out of the water. That hasn't changed, but... it does seem a little bit more rounded. Okay, so... okay, now look. See how it's curved over there? Interesting. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and head back towards the dock, because I want to see if the little fishies end up on the airfield. So let's go ahead and move back to the dock. We're just going to follow Tsunami. Oh, there it is already. Look at that. Alright. Cool. Did any fish get caught? I'm just gonna slow this down for a second. I'm just gonna fly over there. If we catch any fish. I don't feel like we caught any fish. Alright, so we are back in Egg's boat, and we're just gonna head over this way. And we're going to check out what's up next on the list? Whirlpool? Okay, Alright, we'll check out the Whirlpool. So, apparently when you hit the spawn button, it's going to spawn it relatively close to your vehicle that you're in. So, is it going? Did I not hit the button? Alright, let me hit the button again. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we have the air raid siren going, and as you can see, it's starting to form. Let's do a little bit of wind, just to give the waves a little bit more definition, and we can see how they're spinning around right now. Maybe a little bit too much wind. There we go. No. Maybe... yay much? 20? Alright. There we go. So you can kind of see it. Okay, so I am kind of being pulled towards it now. And as you can see, the boat's trying to turn right, and the pull of the Whirlpool is bringing me back in. So with a fast, small boat, I think you can probably get away pretty easily. I'm going to turn into it. But with a bigger boat, with a slower boat, you're not going to be able to get out. I still don't have enough wind. Let's really crank it up so we can see it. There we go. Now you can kind of see the shape, and if we zoom out, you can see the spin of it. Did it vanish already? No, it's still going. Okay. So that's why you hear that drone. That's why you might want to turn off the sirens. It does get kind of annoying. And plus, if you were out in the sea, in the ocean, all by yourself, you probably wouldn't want to hear that. You'd be like, ah. Okay. All right. This one doesn't seem as big as one that we had earlier. I don't know if it's just not forming as well, but in the live stream we couldn't even get out of it. What? Wait, what hit us? What was that?
I threw a bomb off the front and the whirlpool threw it back on top.
Oh. Okay, so are you just turning in circles, or is it turning you in the circle?
I can shut the engines off and do what they did on the stream. I'm gonna try and get out.
Yeah, try to get out.
Okay, the Whirlpool is actually... Conway is just gone.
Look at that. It's pulling the boats in.
Am I missing cool stuff?
Yeah, I'm out here in front of the multiplayer island.
Alright, cool.
Alright. Look at that. And as it cancels, the waves become calm, and we come back up again. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's do the tornado. Maybe we'll try that whirlpool again at the end, but I want to go ahead and try the tornado. Now, the tornado spawns usually behind you. It's kind of interesting. And it does spawn on the water, not just land. Whoa. Okay. Where is it? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. So here's the tornado. And as you can see, it's kind of picking up the water, it looks like. And it's pulling me in. Okay. If you're in a plane, it will pull you in as well and then kind of like throw you back out, I think. For right now, we're just kind of falling around the water. And you can see the exhaust is being kind of pulled to the right. The boat is just not having a good time. Okay, there we go. Now we're doing a little bit Wizard of Oz. Okay. This boat is relatively heavy. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Aha, there it goes. It got me. So we're being pulled upwards, and I think it'll throw us away. There it goes. A little bit weird on the physics. We're not really in full physics though, so I mean, maybe that makes a difference. Let's try that. Yeah. Not a huge difference. Okay, now I'm just gonna get stuck on the land, I think. Yeah. Alright. So you get the idea. Let's, oh, it's already over. Okay, let's go ahead and respawn this. And there it is. You can see the top funnel comes down the water. And you can also see the clouds kind of accumulate around it as well. You can see them spinning there. It's cool. It's a nice effect. Alright, so we're going to grab a little plane here, because I want to show you something really neat. And that's probably going to be the volcano. Alright, so we're just going to take off. This is a plane by Thales, in case you don't know that. And there we go. We are up. And we're just going to fly. Well, let's kill the wind. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and fly this way. As you can see, the tornado's still going. I'm not too sure how long it takes to dissipate, but it is, it says it's done. Oh, it's gone. No, it's still there. I think it's starting to vanish. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and head over to the volcano. And the idea here is just to show you what a dormant volcano looks like. But while we're on our way, let's talk about the weather changes that were made. So in order to make this add-on, I think they had to change the whole weather system a little bit. Maybe not the whole weather system, but they had to change things quite a bit. So one of the things they did add that didn't work in multiplayer is the localized weather. So if I'm in a multiplayer game and I am here and it is, let's look at the map really quick. Alright, so let's look at the map. So if we zoom out here, over here it is raining like crazy. And over here it's not raining. But when you were in a multiplayer game, if you were over here and I was over here, it would be raining over here as well. So you didn't have your own weather localized to your character. So now, if you're playing a game and let's say we're doing a sub hunt over here on the right, and we're in clear weather, and the sub is coming out of nasty weather, all of a sudden they're going to see a ship because they were in nasty weather and now it's clear. So it brings kind of gameplay elements, which is really cool. I don't know if that was a good example, but the idea is you'll be moving in and out of weather localized to your character and the position of the map. So it's a very important gameplay feature when it comes to multiplayer and running scenarios. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and fly over this volcano. This is Go Blue Mountain, I believe. This is the dormant volcano, so it will smoke, but it will relax and stay calm, and you can admire the beauty. If we go into nighttime, you can see that looks really nice. There's the fire. Cool, right? Okay, now let's go back to daytime. And now what we're going to do here is just cause some trouble. So if they hit our volcano eruption, watch this. Okay, we're going to get some slow rumbling. It's going to shake even our plane. And then, as it builds up, there's going to be explosions. Oh boy. And then we're going to get chunks of rock flying out. There goes the rock. Around the volcano, you can see it's starting to heat up. It doesn't actually flow the lava. It just kind of heats up the lava trail that's already there so that it looks nice and fresh. And then, the most interesting thing that happens is you'll see that kind of that black wave. And that is kind of like the molten rock kind of flowing. And if you're in that, it'll start burning your vehicle. You can kind of live in a, like a compartment, but it will kind of damage everything that it touches. Now this is cool. We now have ash and kind of this really thick fog, and that will remain here. And let's go to nighttime really quick. There you can see the lava, which looks really cool. But this will remain here. This ash and everything will remain here. And I think if we fly out a bit farther, we can get away from the volcano and we'll be able to see again. But that weather system, or that, that effect is localized around the volcano. So that gives you the effect that you're moving into a dangerous area, you're leaving a dangerous area. And if you're on multiplayer, you're only going to be able to see it if you're in that area and not if you're across the map, which is cool. So let's see if I can get out of here, how wide this is. Are we pretty clear? Yeah, we're clear everywhere else. So we're just going to go out a bit farther. Wow, it affects a wide area, doesn't it? Okay, we're flying right here. Now it doesn't show on the map, unfortunately. You won't see like a, like a heat area or anything like that around that area that erupted, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, so it looks like it's starting to clear up a little bit as we're getting away. And then we'll return to, clear skies. Oh, look, there's a natural disaster. You see that? I did not do that. That is meteors falling. So when you spawn a natural disaster, they will usually hit on or right next to your location. Whereas the in-game scripts, if you allow them to be spawned, will be at random locations. You may not even be in the area, but, they'll spawn, which is nice. Adds to the atmosphere. Oh, look, there's the lava, the volcano again. So we missed those meteors. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and spawn the tornado real quick. And just to see how it affects a plane. Did I do it? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's see here. Looking for the tornado. Tornado, where are you? What that cloud? What's that cloud doing? Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's go up into the funnel. Alright, we're grabbed. Now, we're spinning inside of it. It's holding us, no damage yet, which is nice. And then it'll throw us out. So, from just playing with them for a short time, they seem to pull you in for a second, try to raise you up a little bit, and then it spits you back out. So, very cool. Nice little thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So we're headed back to Multiplayer Island, and then what we'll do is we will go ahead and spawn some meteors, and you'll see how they spawn when you're in a vehicle. So going back here, you can see that there's still ash in the air. You see those little particles, which is a nice touch. But let's go ahead and spawn. Oh, there's the airway. I didn't touch anything, so I'm not too sure what it's warning us about. I don't see anything. Maybe somewhere else on the map? I don't know. So I don't know what spawned. But apparently something's either erupting, or there's a wave, which I don't see, or there's a whirlpool, which I don't see, or meteors, which I don't see. So there's somewhere in the world something is going on, but I don't know where it's at. So what we're going to do is go ahead and spawn some meteors, and I'll show you what it looks like from the plane's perspective. So here we go. Ready? Spawn meteor. Okay. What you'll see is some glowing lights in the distance. Where are they at? Oh, there they come. So when you spawn them by the button, it's going to try to basically hit me. Okay. Usually on the final meteor, it will spawn a wave. There we go. A kind of a radio wave. Okay, was there a radio wave that time? Yep, there it is. You see it spreading out towards the island right there? See that? That is a radio wave, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can land here. Terrible landing, I know. Okay. Alright, cool. Woo! Alright. Alright, so we're back at the dock. Ah, and it's quiet again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so what I want to show you now is not the plane, but a side effect of making these natural disasters. There was something that came from this that is very cool. So what we're going to do is go over to this plane, and we are going to come inside, and we're not going to start it up. Nope, because we don't care about that. So this plane is a BV-238, which was a German seaplane bomber that was never actually completed. Well, they completed like one and it got blown up. But what I was trying to do is make a waterplane version. Now, I didn't know back at the time that when you created too many particles, they wouldn't spawn. But what you'll find now is the side effect is that you can now, did I forget something here? I don't know what these are. I never labeled them. Oh, there we go. So here we go. So we have the water running, and as you can see, I've got all these spouts, and there's particles coming from all of them at the same time. And when we were doing the live stream, we had this plane running, we had some planes flying by with exhaust coming out, long trails, like they last a long time. And so I think a side effect of doing the meteors and all that good stuff is that they created particles that last longer and that seem to be less impactful. So I don't know if that's for sure, but it appears that yes, the particles are better. There's more particles, and they don't seem to impact the frame rate. Can't prove it, but for sure it seems like it. So anyways, I hope this video helps you if you wanted to see what the latest update was about and whether you should buy the game in February of 2022. So if you do not own the game right now, it is on sale until February 7th for 30% off, $17.49 for the base game, another $7.99 for the DLC, which is only 20% off. I don't think that's a good deal. I think they should have did a package deal for like 17 bucks, but that's my opinion. But what I want to say, if you are buying the game for a single player because you want to build some stuff, go to a location, put out a fire or whatever it is, and then bring back some static NPCs to another location, and maybe move some cargo from point A to point B, and you enjoy that kind of stuff, and you enjoy building, then $17 is probably fine for you. If you are buying this game and you are thinking about buying the DLC and the base game because you want to play with your friends in multiplayer. I would not recommend buying Stormworks for multiplayer if you don't own it already. I would wait and see if these devs actually fix the issues with the desync in multiplayer, if they improve or continue to improve the lag in multiplayer, the stability of servers, all that good stuff. Because when you give them your money, you're saying, I like your game, it's worth buying. And if you don't give them your money, you're saying your game is not ready to get my funds. And I hope that's what you're thinking if you're buying it for multiplayer. So just to say that one more time, if you don't own Stormworks and you want to buy it for a single player game, or you want to buy it just to build vehicles and share them on the workshop or play with other people's builds, then Stormworks is fine for $17. If you are buying Stormworks to play multiplayer and shoot your friends with the DLC weapons, it currently is not worth buying until they fix the multiplayer. There is still desync, and if you don't have the money to throw away on a game that doesn't work like it should, then you should not buy it. So let the developers know, hey, fix your multiplayer and I will be happy to buy your game, happy to buy the DLC. And until then, I'm going to hold on to my money. That would be my opinion. I already spent my money on this game a long time ago when I think it was $15, and then I spent another $200 giving copies away. So I've already put a lot of money in this game, so that's why I want to just share my thoughts with you. So I will keep you updated if things change. I will happily recommend that you buy this game and the DLC for multiplayer to play with your friends and on servers and have a great time. Before you go, I forgot to tell you one thing. Out of all of the natural disasters, only the meteors you can actually spam, like this. Now watch this. Watch, 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 watch. I might want to put myself onto no player damage. Yeah. Okay, where are they at? Okay, look at this. Still got pretty good frame rate. Lots of particles. Check it out. Woo! Look at that. You can spam meteors. Probably the best feature ever. Oh, there goes the frame rate. Oh, also, since they added fish that use physics and are able to be killed and move around your boats, you might want to go ahead and click the video on the left right there, because I'm going to be talking to the developer of the fishing mod that is in production on the JSI servers and talk about what they might need to make that fishing mod even better using the new Stormworks assets and what the developers should do to maybe help them. All right, see you next time. Bye.